Біз 20-шы орта мектептің ағылшын тілі пәнінің жас мамандарының атынан Абай Құнанбайұлының 75 жылдығына орай мектепшілік эстафетаны 10-шы мектептен қабыл алып 35-ші мектепке жолдаймыз. Абай Құнанбайұлының 10-шы қарасөзі.
The 10th word. People pray to Allah for children. They want their children to feed them in old age. Pray for them and keep on their hearts. Is that a your desire? To keep on their hearts.
Many people are afraid of the fate of the accumulated savings. They thought that one will remain without any heir and that his property will be left without the owner, probably to of not a single man. But why do we worry about it? Why do we cover the eyes with the mist of grief before death?
People say a good child is the joy, a bad is a grief. Does a man know what kind of child will send him down meeting? And he asks God to pass on to the shoulders of the son all his sorrows and unfulfilled dreams. Does the son need such a burden?
Do you really need the prayers of the son? If you did good to the people all your life, then without a son there will be a lot of sorrow by your death. But if you did much evil, then even prayers of your son are vain. People die angry, it means that they condemn their children to unaffordable deeds. On this earth there was no case that unworthy father was able to behave a son as a great man.
When they say that the son would feed the parents in their old age, it is also wrong. First, one must be able to live at the old age, and it just depends on him. Second, there must be confidence that the son would really honor the traditions of the step-dwellers. Third, who will refuse to take care of you, my dear man, if you have the full yard of cattle?
Loving son cannot also be able to feed his father if he himself lives in misery. And yet, there is still a difference between children who know how to earn for bread and the children who are able to share the last piece of bread with parents. Praise to Allah. If your son is worried about poor and needy, if not, will you take on yourself the son's sin, which daily and nightly praying you beg the Almighty?
People are ridiculous with their cheat their child, promising them the joy of their good days and enjoying themselves when it is possible to occupy baby with this. Then they make them say rivals their neighbors because those who are closer become enemies. Even again enjoys.
There passes some time and the pupils start looking for the mullah, a man who takes not much for study. It seems to them to the sufficient if the son will only learn to read and to write. At the same time, the boy is persuaded that the other kids wish him only evil and slander. I want to see what could this guy will do for the pupil.
Do not forget that he was wicked from Allah. People are hungry for wealth. However, they do not pray to the creator of it because they know the Almighty gives them the power to work and the intelligence to master science. But the power in the always yearns for the honest work, and the mind is often wasted in vain.
It's enough to be prudent, to be able to seek and work without laziness to be wealthy. But people want wealth and use the tricks, cunning, begging, and so the honor and human dignity are defeated, and decide wealth is found. Use it to get the knowledge. If you are not able to do it yourself, then let your sons do. For without science, there is any life neither in this nor in that world.
Without it, your prayers, whose pilgrimage were nothing. I've never met a man enriched with stability and found a good use of his wealth. The prosperity acquired shamefully is fragile because it lives only by war, bitterness, and anger. I knew some rich who boasted 5 birds that made them insolvent. They did not forget about their past, but were not ashamed of begging.